Hi everyone.
Welcome back to Paul's Learning Hub. I hope all of you enjoyed our previous videos well. And today we are going to discuss about a new topic. That is the three different categories of sentences such as affirmatives, negatives, and interrogatives.
Affirmative, negative, and interrogative.
Let us begin one by one in detail. Our first category is affirmative sentences. Sentences asserting something true or valid. In other words, we can say the general sentences or simple sentences can be termed as assertive sentences or positive sentences. The second category, negative sentences. Sentences which give you a negative reply or the sentences which deny something can be termed as negative sentences. And the third category, interrogatives. Sentences that ask you a question. The question asking sentences can be termed as interrogatives.
For example, he was writing a poem. Affirmative. He was not writing a poem. Negative. Was he writing a poem? Interrogative. Now, let us learn the rules for writing affirmative, negative, and interrogative. First of all, affirmative sentences will begin with subject plus helping verb plus main verb plus object. In negative sentences, subject plus helping verb plus not plus verb plus object. And in interrogative, helping verb plus subject plus main verb plus object. Now, let us understand these rules with the help of different tenses. Let us see them. First of all, in affirmative, I see you. In negative, I don't see you. In interrogative, it will become do I see you. Similarly, in the remaining tenses, let us see. She is reading. She is not reading. Is she reading? I cooked dinner. I did not cook dinner. Did I cook dinner? They were skiing. They were not skiing. Were they skiing? Then in present perfect, we have seen it. We have not seen it. Have we seen it? We have been singing. We have not been singing. Have we been singing? Similarly, in past perfect, she had studied. She had not studied. Had she studied? She had been studying. She had not been studying. In interrogative, had she been studying? In simple future, I will travel. It will become in negative, I won't travel. And in interrogative, will I travel? Future continuous, he will be traveling. He will not be traveling. Will he be traveling? Then he will have finished. He will not have finished. Will he have finished? He will have been finishing. He won't have been finishing. And he have been finishing.
When we go through the examples of all these 12 tenses, you might have noticed that out of the 12 tenses, a maximum 10 tenses already have helping verbs built in them in the forms of is, are, was, were, has, have, had, been, shall, will, and so on. So it is so easy for forming negative sentences or interrogative sentences for these all 10 tenses. So for making negative sentences, we only need to add not along with the first given helping verb. Similarly, for forming the interrogatives or questions, we need to replace the first helping verbs in front of the given subject. Then the sentence automatically will change into questions. But there are two tenses, namely simple present and simple past, which do not have any direct helping verbs given there. So Now let us see how we are going to form the negative and interrogatives for these two tenses particularly. So that is what we are going to see through the next.
In simple present tense, the rule for writing affirmative sentence is that subject plus the first form of the verb plus object. For subjects like I, you, we, they, etc., we simply write the first form of the verb like I drink water, you drink water, we drink water, and they drink water. But subjects like he, she, it, we have to add s or es along with the verb like he drinks water, she drinks water, or it drinks water. But for writing simple present negative sentences, the rules will be like this: subject plus do not or does not plus the first form of the verb plus object. Here we take two auxiliary verbs do or does. The subjects like I, you, we, they, or any plural names take the helping verb do, where the subjects like he, she, it, or any singular name take the helping verb does. So we can form sentences like this: you don't drink water, we don't drink water, I don't drink water, or they don't drink water. Similarly, he does not drink water, she does not drink water, or it does not drink water. In the same way, we can create the question sentence also in simple present tense by simply interchanging the helping verb and the subject. So the forms will be like this: helping verb do or does plus subject plus the first form of the verb plus object plus question mark. Like, do I drink water? Do you drink water? Do we drink water? Do they drink water? Or does he drink water? Does she drink water? Does it drink water? Now let us see all the three simple present tense in a single frame in affirmative, negative, and interrogative. See, I live, I do not live, do I live? You live, you do not live, do you live? He lives, he doesn't live, does he live? She lives, she doesn't live, does she live? It lives, it doesn't live, does it love? We live, we don't live, do we live? You live, you don't live, do you live? They live, they don't live, and do they live? And after this, now we shall move into simple past tense. In first, the affirmative sentence in simple past tense. The form to make affirmative sentence is that subject plus the second form of the verb. That means for regular verbs, we simply add ed like play, played, cry, cried, etc. And for irregular verbs, we take the second form like write, wrote, sing, sang, etc. For example, they played football yesterday, we played football yesterday, he played football yesterday, etc. There is no any difference between singular subject and plural subject. For simple past, negative, and interrogative, we take did as the helping verb for all the subjects. So, the rule for writing the negative sentence will be like this: subject plus did plus not plus the first form of the verb plus object. Here we have to give more attention that when we add did in the sentence, always we have to use the base form of the verb, that is the first form of the verb, for making negative sentence or creating interrogative sentences. So the example for negative sentence will be like that: they didn't play football yesterday, or She didn't swim in the sea last summer, and so on. And the structure of the interrogative sentence in simple past tense is that did plus subject plus the first form of the verb plus object plus question mark. For example, did they play football yesterday? Or did she swim in the sea last summer? And now let us see all the three type of sentences in simple past tense in a single frame. First, for affirmative, I worked. Negative, I didn't work. Interrogative, did I work? Similarly, you worked, you did not work, did you work? We worked, we didn't work, did we work? They worked, they didn't work, did they work? She worked, she didn't work, did she work? He worked, he did not work, did he work? It worked, it didn't work, did it work?